Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have already figured out what is behind the garage here. But if you're tuning in for the first time, I have bought a $500 car that runs. At least it did run when I bought it. Found a small problem with it and we're gonna be going over it. So what did I buy? I'll give you a couple of hints here. The VIN starts with a 2. You can pause the video and give it a thought. Hint number 2, it was sold here in Canada under one division and a different division, completely the same though, whole car in the United States. And number 3, it is a full-size sedan. So without further ado, I will show you. You can pause the video if you want to give it some thought, but behind here is my new absolute beater, and I would call it a hunk of crap at this point because it's not working great. This is a car I actually am very excited about. This, my friends, is not a BMW, it's not a Mercedes. It is a pre-Chrysler Daimler merger of equals 1997 Chrysler Intrepid ES. Now, if you're in the States, this would be a Dodge Intrepid, identical car, but for some reason we got the upmarket version of it. So come on here, camera lady. I'm gonna show you a couple things about this car. Huge amount of water, or something, it appears to be brake fluid now, on the drive here. When I brought the car back, everything was fine. Now it's leaking brake fluid. There's no brakes at all. $500 though. What can you expect? And one thing I always talk about on the show, when you're buying a used car, take it to a mechanic, get it tested, make sure everything's good, get the service history, make sure you're buying what you want. I did none of those things. I literally bought a car almost sight unseen. I didn't even drive this because it wasn't registered at the time, but it is now. I can drive it even though those brakes are a bit of a problem. So why did I buy an Intrepid? Really, it was because it was 500 bucks. But I do have some plans for this. This will actually be what we call here in the automotive world, the journalist world, a leave behind car. I do plan on leaving this in Montreal to drive back and forth to manufacturers, but I kind of like it. It's rough, really rough. You got rust along the bottom of the doors, the back bumper's cracked, the brakes don't work anymore. The interior looks like it has been used as a cigarette ashtray, and the seller did not bother to clean the car before I took a look at it or I bought it. So over here on our little bench, we've got what I'm going to be doing over the next couple weeks is cleaning the hell out of this car. None of this is sponsored, by the way. These are just products that I happen to get. We got some Meguiar's, we've got some Autoglime, we've got some Goo Gone, you never know, Invisible Glass, Turtle Wax, products that I've used before, both on this show and before. We're going to clean this thing up. We got a headlight restoration kit. We're going to spray the hell out of it. The tires look terrible. The rims look terrible. Inside is covered in trash. So we're going to be vacuuming it, cleaning it, giving it the whole 9 yards, and hoping that the only real problem is that brakes, because it's got 110,000 kilometers, pretty low mileage for a 97. And so far I can tell that most of the important stuff works. It drove really well coming here. It drove about 50 kilometers to come here from Granby, and it worked. It was smooth enough. Air conditioning seems to be good, not great, but it works. Brakes though, you can smell it though. It seems to be leaking on the engine, and then the engine's heating up that brake fluid and giving it a bad smell. So I'm going to be taking it to a shop hopefully this week and getting some work done on it. But the stuff I can do here is cleaning it up and making it look presentable, because I really like this car. So I know a lot of people are probably going to be disappointed that it wasn't a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz, but honestly I needed something reliable that I could leave behind and have it start up every time. And I know Chrysler is not really the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to that, especially one from the 90s, but hell man, I really loved these cars when they were new. We're going to be talking about it more. Today I am picking up my first press car since the lockdown, so we're going to be doing some stuff over the next couple weeks with the press cars as well as this. So stay tuned for that. Follow me on Instagram at NiallLivesy. If you wanted to see a little bit more about this, I'm going to be posting some photos and whatnot, as well as the press car stuff, so you can follow me there. Leave a comment below. If you're disappointed, I am so sorry, because this is now a Chrysler channel. We're getting rid of the BMW. No, it's a joke. BMW is still there. Now I have 2 projects that have tons of work that need to be done to them. We're going to be doing some stuff with this though, so don't worry, still doing BMW. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.